right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 753. Oh my goodness, it can't be true. Yes, it is. It's 753 episodes. And guess what, guys? I haven't missed a one.
Nope.
But I'm glad you're here, especially if it's your first time. Let me go ahead and introduce it. My name is Andy. I am the guy that runs all the back office, all the boards, all the fun, and plays that Tejano music right before we get on. But you're not here for any of that. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get these pass notices. Because why, Brandy?
Because it's going to be a hot past summer.
All right. We did it tonight. Yeah. Great timing, Brandy.
Thank you.
All right.
Wait.
So we got this thing done. And guess what? It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. So what a great night to be here. Is where we give you those test-taking techniques, those skills that pays the bills, those skill sets that help you elevate them scores, give you that little bump that you need in your scores so that way you can get a pass notice. We're all about getting a pass notice over here. We ain't just giving you content. We're giving you skills. We're giving you skill sets. We're giving you techniques. We're giving you a new tactic and way to disarm those multiple choice exams so that way you too can dominate.
Yeah.
And get some pass notices under your belt. Oh my goodness, you're a professional. You need to pass not just one exam, you need to pass multiple. So we might as well get really good at doing this and just go ahead and just up our game. You know what I mean?
I do.
So any little bit is going to help you out. So tonight we're going to do exactly that. So let's just get right into it, Brandy. Why delay the fun? It is taco night, so people are probably eating their tacos, getting their techniques, having a taco neat night.
I'm glad the cameras are muted because sometimes tacos are crunchy.
Oh, cameras are muted? Aren't always cameras muted?
Microphones?
There. All right. Just as long as we're on the same page here. All right. We got our own online course, demand videos and audios, all that great stuff you need. So that way you can get your study sessions going on. Guys, it is our own original stuff. We follow FINRA. We follow NASA. We don't follow some other study prep or some other, examining thing. We follow what the people actually test you on or test you. And we go by their guidelines and what they do. And we even organize it just like they do.
Yeah, we do.
I know, it's crazy. Some study preps, they actually take everything out of order and throw it in a blender and puree it. And then they're like wondering why you can't figure out where your low areas are when you failed, right?
Right.
Because you're like, I don't see no products and risks in here. Yeah. We don't do that to you. We keep it so that way you can always understand where you're at, where you can see it and track it. So if you want to join in on that, we have all of that great stuff, plus study guides, SIE 6, 63, 26, all those study guides available. It is just the cliff notes of the study prepping for this. Guys, you remember that in school? In high school, they give you that novel to read, and you know you're not going to read no Scarlet Letter, right? Especially a week before your essay was due. Go get yourself a Cliff Notes and fill out all that. I know they have like a website now. Now it's not even fun. But when back in my day in the 1900s, we went to the bookstore and got the Cliff Notes.
That's true.
That yellow book. Yep. All right. Well, our study guides are kind of similar. It's just a quick, easy, you just read it up, just see where you need to know for those exams. So check it out. Orientation Replay explains everything. Join our Kona community. It is available for studying, asking questions, posting questions, all that stuff you need to get going. And plus you get in on a community of people that you can really help you out, and you can help out and just get that pass notice. Scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat, join us. If you want to give me a call, 866-HEY-KONA, 866-439-5662. Or catch up with me on the Telegram. We got a Telegram as well, so you can join up on that. Both links are in the chat, and you can scan that QR code and hit all those things that I just mentioned. All right, we got a different type of live session tomorrow.
Yes.
So this is the time, right?
This is officially the time.
So I know all you members, you just got an email sent to you. The time is wrong. I know that you guys all got a live session schedule sent to you earlier. The times are wrong.
It was a busy last couple of days. One thing wasn't updated.
I have not accused anybody of these things.
You have not.
I have not said anything.
No.
I just simply put things in emails. But this is the correct time. I will be sending out new emails in a little bit, so that way you guys all have the brand new time, the real time. And this is the time and what we're doing every Wednesday at this time.
Correct.
So tomorrow we just simply have the Series 65. And what are we going over in the 65 tomorrow?
We are going to hit laws and regulations, and then to prep us. Wow. I don't even know what I was going to say there.
I don't know. Pepper Pig?
For economics the next week.
I think we were going to say Peppa Pig. I'm like, what? Economics next week. So we're doing a setup. So we got laws and regs, and then a setup for econ for the following week.
Yes.
65 tomorrow, starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. East. And please take note of when those new times, new thing that we're doing, because there's no Series 26 on Wednesdays.
Correct.
No more.
And the Google Calendar. So if you guys have our Google Calendar, that has been updated.
The Google Calendar is all correct. So if you're following us on that, make sure to just check those times. It should already get updated in your calendar.
Yes.
But that is all we're doing tomorrow in the is having the 65. So make sure that you know that. We will have live sessions tomorrow, or no?
Yeah, that is the live session tomorrow.
I mean,
small
tutoring.
Yeah. We'll have
okay. That has not changed.
Correct.
But next week it will.
Just the Friday.
We'll go over that next week, guys. We'll go over next week.
Right.
But for right now, this is what we got for tomorrow, Wednesday, live sessions. Be there or be square.
Last 2 weeks before summer break is over, guys.
So anyways, all right, let's go. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah.
All right. That's the live sessions for tomorrow.
Yes.
It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. I don't know. You're going so slow.
I don't know.
All right. Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. That's right. It is time. It is time to learn those skills that pays the bills now that the commercials are over. Guys, we got rules to Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. If you've never been here before, rule number 1 is you're not allowed to ask, what exam did that question come from? It's irrelevant. Guys, these questions, it doesn't matter. You're learning a skill set. It doesn't matter what's in front of you on the field. You got to learn the skills, right? So pay attention to what she's doing. She looks at the answers first. We always look at answers first. That is our Kona style. Why do we do that? Because it helps you read the questions with intent. Are you getting lost in these questions? Are you getting constantly confused, over reading, triple reading, quadruple reading these questions over and over? Can't remember what the question is when you get to the answers. You're like, wait, what a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? I don't know what happened. Guys, read the answers first. So that way, when you read the questions, you read them with intent, and you're going to do some observations. What is she observing? What patterns is she noticing? All the different things that we do all the time. Just look at all the different skills that she's teaching and writing down. Guys, if she's writing it down, you should probably do the same on your scrap papers when you quiz. So that brings me to rule number 2. How do we learn things? How do we do things? How do we master things? We got to practice. So right after we're done here, we want you to get a 10-question flash quiz. 10 questions, 10 minutes, no thinking, just skills. Probably won't do great, but that's okay. You're learning a skill set.
Yes.
You're learning a skill set. Can you imagine if Michael Jordan gave away on his fadeaway because he couldn't hit it the first, 150 times he threw it up there? He's like, nah, I ain't good at that. I'm just going to do the ones from the free throw. Guys, he would have never been the Michael Jordan that he ever was, right? Yeah. He would have never had that legendary play. Guys, it takes a lot of missed shots to master something. So master these skill sets, get good at it, practice it, do that 10-question flash quiz as soon as we're done here, because you got to get your study on.
That's right.
Because consistency is key.
Yes.
100%. You cannot have success without consistency, and that success is not guaranteed, but I can guarantee you this: you cannot have success without consistency.
Exactly.
So there you go. Let's go.
All right, guys. So answers first, right?
Yep.
Now, I was going to do something a little different today, and I thought, no, it's going to be kind of confusing, because I was going to go like this. This isn't, oops, hold on. I was going to say, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, that doesn't really matter, and that doesn't matter. And if I look at obligation, rights, receives, and owns, guys, there's one of these that stand out as different from the other. Because if I write, I have an obligation. Right? If I write a contract, I have an obligation to fulfill it. If I write a contract, that means I'm the one that's probably sold it. So I'm going to go ahead and receive the premium. But guys, if I write a contract, these two are opposite. If I write a contract, it doesn't mean I own it. right? If I write the contract, I sold the contract, which means this one is the one that's different, right? And that's how I looked at these, right? I looked at these like, okay, there has to be one that's different, has an obligation, writes the contract, and then check this out. Contract, contract. That means that B and D are definitely opposite of each other, right? So then I looked at the question and I said, all right, all of the following terms and phrases are associated with the sell side except sell side, except sell side, except that would be buy, right? What's opposite of sell? Buy. That's own, right? And there you go. That's the answer. Now, a lot of us would have saw this as an options question and immediately started freaking out.
People automatically start getting that stomach ache.
Exactly.
Like they're lactose intolerant and they had milk. You know what I mean? They start getting that bubble gurgle.
But none of that really mattered. We just needed to know what words are associated with sell and what is not associated with sell.
Yeah, don't trip.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Guys, I don't know. I want to tell you something right quick. These exams are written purposefully to throw you off your game.
Yes.
They are not written so that way you can easily pass them.
Yeah.
So get that out of your head. There is going to be some tricks. There's going to be some traps. There's going to be some stuff that's going to totally think that you need to go one way, but it's actually the other. That's why we're trying to teach you these skill sets and these techniques to help you see through that garbage and just see what they're actually really wanting you to answer and what concept they want you to plug in there.
Exactly.
So that's what we're saying.
Yeah. All right. A, accepting customer funds. B, being able to clear customer transactions. Being a fully disclosed firm, or accepting customer securities. Well, guys, when I see accepting and accepting, my first thought is, ooh, I wonder if these are going to be opposite. But if I accept customer funds, I'm probably accepting their securities too. So I say that these are the same. Okay. And what do we know about being the same? Probably not the answer. Right. And then I have being able to clear customer transactions, or being a fully disclosed firm. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be something. Right. I'm going to be something. So let me look at the question.
I'm going to be somebody.
That's right. All of the following are associated with being a carrying firm, except. Now, I'm going to say this because some of you are studying and you know the answer to this, right? But I'm approaching this from a not studying standpoint. I'm approaching this from no securities background, right? If this says what's associated with being a carrying firm, except, right? And this says being a fully disclosed firm, how can I be a carrying firm and a fully disclosed firm? That doesn't make sense.
One would say you can't.
Exactly.
You can't be Batman and Superman.
Right. You can't be Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Well, not at the same time.
Exactly. Not at the same time. So that's the answer.
I got it right. Good job, Jocelyn.
So guys, that's approaching these questions without because I know, guys, I know if you've been studying, you're like, yeah, but being a fully disclosed firm and an introducing firm are the same thing. That defeats the purpose. But that's knowing securities vocabulary. I'm trying to approach these questions without knowing the vocabulary.
Yeah. What if you get to a question on the exam and you're like, I don't know what even going on. I don't remember, disclose. No one told me about this.
Exactly.
This is how you approach it.
Exactly. Purchased and sold by institutions only. Only. Mm-hmm. Offered by both public and private sectors.
Ooh, I love that and.
Do you like this and? Right? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. But it has an and an only. Right? Mm-hmm. Offered by the public sector only, or purchased and sold by individuals only.
Well, if you go to our workshop that we just had on Saturday on the test taking technique workshop, we always say the onlys are part of mono, which is a not true statement.
That's right.
And we also said that if it's got an answer with an and in it, a lot of times that is the answer without even knowing anything. Guys, did you hear me say anything about content right now? Did you hear me say anything about content whatsoever? I'm not even caring what's in the answers other than the words I see. Onlys and. This is what we're trying to teach you.
Watch this, guys.
It's right.
We didn't even look at the question.
We didn't even look at the question. Because the three onlys are not true statements, and the one that's different is the B with the and.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Oh, isn't that awesome?
There you go.
Right? Oh, and capital markets such as stocks and bonds can be offered by both public and private.
See? So if you wanted to know the content way, there you go.
Yes.
But here you go, guys. That's a way to get to the answer without knowing a dang thing.
Exactly.
And that is probably where most of you are right now. I don't know anything right now.
I do those on Monday. All right. Individual retirement accounts.
Yeah.
Fiduciary accounts, corporate accounts, partnership accounts. This is the only one with 3 words.
Yep. Can you do that? Can you do that at home? Can you guys start practicing some of this stuff? Do you see what we're trying to do here? Look, these kinds of techniques, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not 99.9% all the time correct. They're not even 90% of the time. They're not 80% of the time. They're not even 70% of the time. But let's just say they're 60 to 50% of the time right, and they work. Combine that with what you know in the content, and let's say you're staring at, you can't get anything over a 50% on your scores. Guys, add some techniques to the mix. Guess what? You only needed 10 to 20% more.
Exactly.
And it's a pass. And guess what? When you walk out of there with your big smiley face and you're like, hey, I'm getting a pass notice right now, the proctor, the person standing by the door, they're not going to say, hey, can you roll back in there? We didn't see your work on question number 5 and number 32 and number 62. We didn't know if you actually knew the answer to that. Can you explain it to us? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Just walk out with that pass notice.
Yep.
Guys, that's it. And how do you get good at this? You're going to practice this stuff.
Yes. Just practice. That's all it takes.
And when it doesn't work out for you, you keep moving. You keep analyzing. You keep seeing these patterns. Just like I said, imagine if Jordan gave up on that fadeaway.
Just saying.
Just saying, guys.
Just saying. Merger. And those are pretty major, huh?
Yeah.
Like we talk about mergers and it's like usually makes news, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Takeovers. Remember when Amazon bought Whole Foods?
Yes.
It's pretty major.
Yes.
Dividends, though, it's pretty common, right? We see that a lot, right? Maybe we see that a lot, maybe even quarterly, if you know what I'm saying, right? But we see that a lot. Like dividends are pretty usual. And then spinoffs, like companies that spin off.
You mean when like All in the Family spinned off to the Jeffersons?
Yes.
I can't think of a modern version right now. I can't. I know you got to be you got to be in your 40s.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of.
Oh, remember LA Cellular? Remember when we had LA Cellular and then it was spun off to Verizon?
Yeah. I never. Yeah, there you go. Verizon, Fios. Oh, that's right. Because Fios was part of Verizon and then Fios is now its own company.
Yeah. It's a spinoff.
So you guys see that, right? So spinoffs. This is again pretty major, right? A smaller company becoming their own independent company. That's pretty big. So which one's different? C, right?
Yeah. It's the only pedestrian thing.
Right. I love when you call things pedestrian.
That's pretty pedestrian.
I have no idea why I like that so much, but I like it. Which of the following would lead to a standardized cost-based adjustment for stockholders? Standardized, common, standardized, common, standardized, common. Guys, that's the answer. I don't know what.
REI offers dividends when you sign up for their membership. That's how pedestrian it is. Would you like to check out? Yes. Would you like to become an REI member? You get dividends of our company.
Yeah. Like
I just bought a water bottle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can have dividends of our company. Guys, that's how pedestrian that is. That ain't that special.
But we would have read this and gone, which of the following would lead to a standardized cost-based adjustment for stockholders?
Yeah, and then tripping all over yourself and you would have got merger.
Yes. Right. It'd have been like, I think maybe a takeover, even though I have no idea what that is.
Right.
Guys, relax. Do I have one more? No, this is the last one. Okay. Market making. That tells you exactly what's going to happen.
They're making a market.
I'm going to make a market, right?
I found an empty parking lot and I'm going to set up some stands. We're going to make a market right now.
We're going to make a market. And then look at the last one, because the last one has, like, you see how B and C have like this stupid little like slashy
Slash,
thing,
yes.
right? And you see how A and D don't.
Right.
So I'm looking at A and D, and I'm making a market, whatever the heck that does. And then I got full service, and full service tells me that I get to do, it's like a one-stop shop. Like everything I want happens.
Yeah. You get your car wrapped, you get your rims, you get your window tint, all one spot.
Exactly. Now let's focus on the other two, right? And these are just, I'm just trying to use things outside of securities, right?
Yep.
If I'm a clearing agent or a carrying agent, that sounds like it's like a lot of work. I'm either clearing or I'm carrying, right?
Right.
Okay. So I feel like market making is self-explanatory. Full service is all things, right? And then if I'm clearing or I'm carrying, that sounds pretty like extensive, right? It's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, I got to clear the warehouse, or I got to take all the stuff in the warehouse and keep it in my van for a week. You know what I mean?
But introducing, I don't know what this fully disclosed thing means.
Got me on that.
But introducing sounds like pretty basic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's introducing, it's like pretty basic, right? And that's what I'm going to go read this question with. These are the things that I'm going to go read this question with. But I'm probably thinking that the answer is either A or D, because those are two words.
Yeah.
Or the answer is either B or C, because that has a little slashy thing.
Right. Because it's either basic or extensive.
Exactly. So you guys see where I'm going with this. So check this out. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of words.
Oof.
So I'm going to go backwards. This broker-dealer would best be described as what type of firm? Thank you for that amazing question, because now I still have to read this stupid thing, right? But look at see how I kind of zeroed in on this? Look at what's right above that. Nor does it tend to any back office functions. Nor does it attend, like I'm not reading anything other than my eyes just scrolled up, okay? So if I'm going to go based on nor does it tend to any back office functions, I can cross off full service.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
Right? I'm even going to cross off this extensive clearing agent thing.
Yeah, because even if you go a couple words back, it says it doesn't do that.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
It says it doesn't settle or clear.
So it wouldn't.
It ain't doing that.
And there's nothing else that we could see that talks about making markets, right?
No.
There's no market making in these questions. So guys, just by looking at my words and what words mean to me outside of securities, I'm able to reason it out and get it right.
That is just thinking outside the box, not relying on all the stuff that you memorize in your content, not doing what that guy in the office told you to do, which was read the LEM book 4 times, repeat it backwards, read it upside down once, and then rewrite it, and then take 10 to 20 full quizzes and pass a practice exam. Guys, none of that matters. If you know how to read the questions and you really see the words for what they are, you don't need to do all that.
I didn't even read every word on this question in this question, guys. I just honed in on what my eyes drew me to. Do we usually use the word nor?
No, no. And still have friends? No. We ain't doing that. I'm walking away from you if you're saying nor. I'm just saying we are just on 2 different planes. We are on 2 different movies here. It's not my scene. Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I know that was it, right?
It's crazy.
That's it. I know. We like to keep it quick. We like to keep it fast because we want you to get to your studying, get into it and learn this stuff, practice it, master it. Go get yourself a pass notice. And guys, if we help you out in any way, spread the word, let people know what we're trying to do over here. Let's not get frustrated. Let's get the masses licensed. Let's go help our communities. And it starts with you. We got live session tomorrow. We got Studying Brew coming back, same bat time, same bat channel. But until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to practice your flash quiz tonight and tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one, guys.